All right, let's talk about something that might feel a little too real. We're diving into the paradox of the lazy high achiever. Yeah, this is for anyone out there who has these huge, ambitious dreams, but for some reason gets totally stuck on the tiny stuff.
So, does this ring a bell? You've got these grand plans, right? You're going to launch a company, write a book, completely pivot your career. You can see that big, beautiful finish line perfectly. But then it's time to wash the dishes or answer that one nagging email. And the motivation just, poof, it's gone. It's a maddening feeling, this disconnect. So, what's the story we immediately tell ourselves when this happens? We almost always land on one simple and frankly pretty brutal explanation.
You know the voice. I'm just lazy. I don't have enough willpower. Successful people don't struggle with this. That internal monologue can be so harsh, and it just heaps on the guilt for something we don't even really understand. But what if that whole story is just completely wrong? Because the reality is actually way more interesting. It's not a moral feeling, not at all. It's a very real psychological and even biological phenomenon. This concept is called selective motivation. And get this, it's not about being lazy. It's about your brain being incredibly, almost ruthlessly efficient. It's like your brain has this built-in energy-saving mode, and it's constantly asking, hey, is this task really worth the fuel I'm about to burn? If the reward isn't obvious or the whole process just feels inefficient, your brain just slams on the brakes. Hard. Okay, so why does an ambitious person's brain do this so often? The secret lies in something we can call the pre-working mind. It's all about what happens before you even start. And here's the absolute kicker. By the time you actually get around to doing the thing, your mind is already tired. That feeling of laziness isn't where the story starts, it's the endpoint. It's the result of an intense but totally hidden mental workout that has already happened. So, here's how it plays out. A new task comes in, let's say organize the garage. For your brain, that's not just a task, it's a project. It immediately starts running simulations, mapping out every possible layout, troubleshooting every potential problem. In your mind, you've basically already done it. You've solved the puzzle. So when it's time to physically move the boxes, it feels, well, redundant, pointless even. The mental reward, that little hit of satisfaction, has already been claimed. So the difference is just night and day. The common view, the one we tell ourselves, is that this is a character flaw. But the behavioral truth, it's an energy-saving feature. It's not a bug in your system. It's a feature that's perfectly designed for a mind that's constantly analyzing, optimizing, and thinking ahead. Thinking about it this way really reframes everything, doesn't it? It means the solution isn't about forcing more discipline, it's about understanding the unique, high-powered efficiency of your own mind. Let this one really sink in for a second. That feeling you've been beating yourself up about, that frustrating, baffling inability to just start the small stuff, it is not a sign that something is wrong with you. It is not a bug. In fact, it's a feature. It is a direct side effect of the exact same mental engine that makes you ambitious in the first place. It's a product of a mind that thinks big, sees all the angles, and values efficiency above pretty much everything else. Your brain is just being a ruthless bodyguard for your energy, saving it for the big battles it thinks are worth fighting. And that, right there, is the key. The question we should be asking isn't, how do I fix myself or how do I become more disciplined? The real question, the much more powerful question, is how do you work with this powerful feature of your mind instead of constantly fighting against it? How do you trick your brain into seeing the value in those small tasks and connecting them to the big picture you already see so clearly? Now that is a puzzle worth solving.